She it's fucking Wednesday. She still got the Popeyes 2 pieces from yesterday. Munchies like a motherfucker. Hello.
Hello, Kevin. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Good.
How old are you?
23.
23. Any children?
No.
Single or married?
Single.
How tall are you?
5'4".
Dress size?
About between a 4 and 6.
How much did you weigh? How much did you weigh the last time you stepped on the scale?
About 135.
And where would you rank yourself on the open market?
I'd say about a 7, 8.
My system, you can't use 7.
Why not?
I don't have to explain it to you. I said you can't use 7.
Why?
Young lady, I'm gonna say it one more time.
But what number should I use?
The right one, which is a 5.
5.
Yeah, they're a bit of a 5.
Why would I be a 5?
Because you're average.
Okay, what makes me average?
Because you look average. You go in the club, you stand in a long line. You don't get in VIP. You stand in line with the men. It's not a bad thing. You don't ride
Not
up.
even a 6?
No, not even a 6. Why, man? What's wrong with being average, though?
There's nothing wrong with being average.
Then why you keep asking? Because I told you can't use a 7, but you're not an 8. There's no way you're an 8. Because if you're an 8, we need to. Yeah, like I said, and now your ranking's falling even worse because now you're getting into your combative masculine. I didn't make it this way, ma'am, and whether I say it or anybody else says, it's not going to change the reality. We all look like what we look like. So you either become the best version of your 5 or you become pissy about it. Still a 5. You want to give me an example?
Okay.
I'm going to give you an example. You can't use 7 because 7 is a number that most people try to use. People who are 6s try to give themselves a 7, and people who are 8 try to give themselves 7. Some people try to hedge up, some people try to hedge down. When you take out 7, it makes you understand a person's mindset. And your mindset was to give yourself more than you're worth. And I'm going to say something. I need you to hold on because it's not an insult, but it's going to sound like one. I need you to hold on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to 1983, 1985, go look at the movie Color Purple. Go look at Whoopi Goldberg's character, not on the movie. Go look at pictures of Whoopi Goldberg back in the early to mid 80s. You guys are in the same kind of demographic. Why is that insulting? Whoopi Goldberg's not an ugly woman. Why is that?
That does sound like an insult.
Okay, well, since you want me to, I'm not going to feed your delusion. When was the last time you went out?
Like on a date?
No, out partying, out hanging out, socializing. Well, you had to pay a cover charge to get in. Right. Did you go to college?
Yes.
Parties on campus, were they free? Or do you have to pay a cover charge?
Most of them were free.
Have you ever gone to a nightclub?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to pay to get in?
No.
Were you sitting in VIP?
No.
Was there a VIP in the club?
Yes.
Did the women in VIP look like you?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
The women in VIP look, I see now they get game goofy. And so you want me to push it and go there, man. Do the women of VIP look like you?
Yes, they do.
No, they're female. That doesn't mean they look like you. Now, I've been as polite as I can, and I try to be as reasonable as I can, and you make light of the things I'm saying, and I'm like, all right, just go look at what I'm saying. I don't think Whoopi Goldberg's an ugly woman. She's an average looking woman, especially back then. But your ranking of yourself does it match up with your outcomes? Do
You
men
trying to
who
say
are
I look
do
like Whoopi Goldberg because I got my hair like this?
no? I'm saying, well, that doesn't hurt for that particular reference, but her hair wasn't like that in the movie. See, one thing when you ask yourself a question, do the kind of men who are chasing after the eights, nines, and tens actively approach you for serious relationship? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no, they don't. And see, this is part of the problem of lying to women. Telling them everybody's beautiful, everybody's a 10, everybody gets a trophy. Hearing the truth is offensive. But the reality of everybody's lived life is you know what you get in the world. So I get to be the asshole that has to keep telling women being a 5 as an average does not mean you're ugly. It just means you're not pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous.
Well, that's your opinion.
And this is what it means. This is what it means. Okay. Then yes, ma'am. Go get your Revlon or your Ford model contract and enjoy the runway. And your attitude is